Because several of your teammates just talked about the need to match the Timberwolves' physicality a little bit better. You obviously played against them last year, and you know a little more familiar in the playoff context. But did you feel like that was lacking some in parts of the game, and you guys can respond better in game two?
Definitely. I think the fourth quarter we played the way we play. I think we were playing physical. Everybody was locked in, and then we just kind of let go of the rope. So we got to be way more physical. It's 48 minutes, and every possession matters.
Luka, you just mentioned letting go of the rope. What did you see in the second quarter, and then like that first half of the third quarter before you guys went on the run to close it there? Just the middle two quarters when I think they outscored you guys by like 34 in that middle stretch. What did you see during that stretch?
Yeah, I think it was physical. They were hitting a lot of threes. We got to limit their threes, especially the lasers. And we weren't physical. They were running. They were getting anything they want, and we got to be better with that.
Look, when you get going early to start the game, and we've seen you do it a bunch of times since you joined the Lakers. And, I think tonight you have 14, they have 12. The Lakers are up by 8, but other guys aren't touching the ball. Is that ever cognizant in your mind in terms of, like, getting other guys' touches as well as getting yourself going? Is that a balance that you have to strike at all? Offensively? I'm just curious.
Sure. I don't know how to respond to that one, really, but, I guess got to pass more. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to it, honestly. I'm just trying to set the tone from early. But obviously, one assist, that's not good enough for me.
What did you see from the team late in the third, early in the fourth, when you guys start to chip away at the Timberwolves deficit? I think you guys cut it to 12 after being down by 27.
Yeah, I think just playing our game, just playing the way we know how to play. We were physical, we had energy on the defensive end, and then we just get out in transition and play our game.
Luka, yo sé que esta no es la manera como querías terminar el partido. Tengo dos preguntas. Primero, ¿qué tan físico fue este partido? Y después de ser bombardeados con esos triples, ¿qué tan abrumador fue ese momento y cómo trataron de recuperarse?
Sí, no es una buena manera de empezar, pero siempre digo en un playoff series, primero a 4, ¿no? Alguna vez vas a perder, alguna vez no, pero es primero a 4. Creo que están muy acertados hoy y tenemos que limitar eso.
Luka, sí, no querían iniciar con una derrota, pero ¿qué se rescata de este partido?
Creo que cuando hemos jugado como nosotros sabemos jugar, con defensa buena, con mucha energía, hemos tenido nuestros momentos y tenemos que mirar eso y aprovechar estas ocasiones.
Luka, una derrota, obviamente el objetivo es ganar, pero metiste una canasta increíble de media cancha. ¿Puedes platicaros esa jugada y cómo se vivió?
Sí, bueno, pensaba que nos iba a dar un empujón, íbamos perdiendo y creo que esa canasta levantó a la gente. Pensaba que nos iba a dar un empujón, pero bueno, no valió para nada. Sí.
Luka, back here. What did you kind of make of your first experience here in the postseason, in terms of the atmosphere pregame and kind of how you guys were able to get the crowd back into it?
It was great atmosphere. Sorry we couldn't get the first win, but it's always first to 4. It's been amazing. The crowd was amazing. They were sticking with us when we was down, so I really appreciate it.
Luka, ¿qué pasó en ese segundo cuarto y qué viste sobre la manera que ellos buscaron limitar tu juego a la hora de involucrar a los compañeros?
Creo que la defensa no estuvo al límite. Creo que no hemos defendido, han anotado muchos puntos en ese segundo cuarto, en transición, de rebote, y creo que nuestra defensa luego no ha salido en ataque.
Luka, in games like this, what do you feel the team needs to adjust collectively to respond better in the next game?
Just being physical, play like we played in the first quarter. I think we played our first quarter when we were at the best. So just limit their threes, limit transition, limit second chance points, and play our game.
Luka, ¿crees que faltó
urgencia en este partido. Tuviste un gran comienzo, pero te limitaron a solo una asistencia. ¿Y cómo sentiste el ambiente en tu primer juego de playoffs aquí?
Bueno, alguna vez va a ser una, alguna 10, no sé. Al final, sí, cuando no doblaron, no podía tener muchas asistencias. Pero bueno, creo que nuestra defensa no ha sido buena hoy. Tenemos que mejorar en eso.
Luka, Minnesota was able to kind of penetrate the paint with ease and kind of get those driving kicks going and, got hot from three. How much of that is things that, the team needs to kind of work on? How much of that is just Minnesota hitting shots?
I mean, they have great shooters, obviously. I think we have to do a better job, limited their threes. They hit 21 threes, which is a lot. It's gonna be really hard when the team shoots 50% from three to win the game, and we gotta do better to taking them off the line and trying to force twos. Thank you.
Game 2 of this best-of-7 series is on Tuesday, but until then, you've got some time to make some adjustments. That's what the playoffs is all about, the game.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, from game to game, making adjustments. The Lakers' biggest adjustment is going to have to be their mental approach, how they're going to match Minnesota's physicality. And they got to figure out how they can play their size, because they do a good job of, finding mismatches. I don't think they're going to shoot the three ball that well, but the Lakers have to be ready to compete with their size and their length and their ability to defend. Minnesota's a good defensive team.
Yeah, their length really surprised me. I think of the Lakers as a pretty long team, but Jayden McDaniels with that height and wingspan. Rudy Gobert didn't play a ton of time tonight, a little over 22 minutes, but he still was effective with a few block shots. Julius Randle, not a real lengthy guy, but he was effective too.
Nas
hitting threes, getting rebounds. Nas Reed. Yeah, they looked longer and taller tonight, period.
Series doesn't start until you win on the road.
That's true.
Series has started.
AJ and a couple of the other guys talked about to your right, to the physicality in this game, maybe not being what you guys want. And where do you see as the ways that can flip in the start of game 2, and kind of how does that reflect upon the game if you guys are matching physicality like you want to?
I think we got to be the aggressor. I feel like they hit us first, and they were the more physical team for the majority of the game. We tried to pick it up late in the second half and, through the fourth, but when you're facing that deficit, it's kind of hard to overcome. So I think just having that physicality to start the game and just being the aggressor early on.
Vando, you guys found some momentum late in the third. You guys had a closing on a 17-6 run. You were a big part of that in kind of agitating them and also picking up full court and wreaking havoc defensively. What did you see during that stretch that you feel like you guys can carry forward into game 2?
Just toughness. I think it's the playoffs, man. We gotta play hard. I think they was beating us to all the 50-50 balls, offensive rebounds, the loose balls, like everything. They was just winning that battle. And I think in the playoffs, we got the tougher team that win that battle usually wins the game. Those big plays that we was giving up. And I think igniting that early on, myself included, to even in that first half, I feel like third quarter we tried to turn it up, but like I said, sometimes it's too late, to try to overcome that deficit. So just starting the game like that with that mindset, just being tough, being physical, and yeah. How did you guys in the locker room post game balance out the sense of urgency between